2 days after this recording, Dad had somehow rebounded and was sent back to the local nursing home. Dad had regularly walked his dog on 3-mile walks several times per week prior to his last hospital visit. I think his heart was actually in pretty good shape before the arrhythmia started. On the night of Dad's death, I was called to the nursing home after a long day of work. It was about midnight, and Dr. Roger was there with 2 female nursing home staff. They gave Dad a sponge bath and got him ready for the night. One of the staff said, "Here, David, here's your medicine," and gave Dad a pill and a cup of something to swallow it with. I noticed that she checked her watch, which seemed a little odd. Dad seemed to drift off to sleep. The 2 staff members sat in chairs with their heads down. I was quite exhausted, and after about 2 minutes I stated that I was going to go home to take care of the dogs and take a short nap. Then I could come back and relieve Roger so he could go home. The staff member that gave Dad the medicine said, "Oh no, it won't be long now." I looked at Dr. Roger. His face was drawn down like he had seen a ghost. His mouth was open. That look on his face is etched in my memory. I looked back at the staff member. She was facing down again with her hands in her lap. I looked right back at Roger. He had composed himself and had a smug look on his face. I thought to myself, what was that all about? Shortly after, the staff member checked Dad's pulse and announced that Dad had passed. I rushed to his side and held his hand and said, "We're here, Dad." I wondered what had just happened. Had Dad put to sleep with morphine or something? Lots of thoughts raced through my mind. Mom and Joe were multimillionaires. Why would they risk this over Dad's comparatively small estate? Dr. Lori and her husband were multimillionaires, and both doctors. Why would they risk all that over Dad's estate? Eventually I dismissed it as unlikely. Roger got on the phone and talked in a very low voice while he was turned away from me. That seemed a little odd. Mom arrived blazingly fast, considering that she should have been asleep and had a 45-minute drive just to get there. She made notes about Dad's death in her handwriting on a piece of paper. I took a picture of that with the time and date stamp on it. The next morning, only about 7 hours later, Dad was picked up and taken to the crematorium and cremated. That seemed incredibly fast, and a little as if my family was trying to get rid of evidence. Because this was all odd, the whole thing replayed in my head many times in the next few days and weeks. It's possible that the nursing home staff may have thought it odd that one of the children was not aware that his father was being euthanized. They may have talked about it later, and may remember some of those details. It was several years ago, so that is questionable. Dr. Roger tries to cover up their crime in at least 2 documents. The first document, Dad's official death certificate, shows that Dr. Roger supplied the information on it. Dr. Roger left out the main cause of Dad's death. This was his very treatable heart arrhythmia and flutter that was causing his congestive heart failure. There was medicine available to treat it immediately, and Dad would have eventually had an oblation as a permanent fix to that problem. This was causing Dad's congestive heart failure and eventually led to Dad drowning in his own body fluids. In Dad's obituary, in the second paragraph, Dr. Roger wrote, he, indicating Dad, was a strong proponent of natural remedies and eschewed modern medicines up until the very end of his lifetime. Well, that is not true. Dad did like to use natural supplements at home, but when it came to the ER, he had previously taken any medicine they prescribed. Dr. Roger sent me this obituary via email. I have the original email with time and date and sender's information coming from Dr. Roger. For a brief history in Dr. Roger's education, he spent 16 years partying during his college days. In the earlier years, he partied 3 nights per week, every week. In the latter half of his education, he added strip clubs 2 nights per week. So he was at that time partying 5 nights per week, every week. He spent 6 to 8 hours per night at the bars and strip clubs, closing them down at 2 or 3 a.m. As of the time of Dad's death, which was 13 years after Dr. Roger was Given his PhD, Dr. Roger had never had a full-time job, had never worked a 40-hour week, and probably never worked an 8-hour day. The PhD he received was in anatomy, a program that didn't even offer a PhD at that university at that time. I remember clearly his main complaint during the year was that Thanksgiving week would be dead at the bars. People didn't go out on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving and didn't go out on Black Friday, and Saturday night would be dead. Year after year he complained about that. I remember thinking, wow, I wish I had those kind of problems. The next recording was made on 8/23/16 at 8:48 a.m. during the cleanup and settling of Dad's estate. Joe complains that Dr. Roger does nothing. Never does. He was eating a sandwich while Mom was working. Mom did the bulk of the work that she gave Roger credit for. Mom is carrying heavy boxes and ruined her back. I'm going to play the whole recording, which is about 5 minutes. This should ensure that nothing is being taken out of context. So in this recording we have Joe, Mom's husband, financer of Roger and Lori's educations, talking about Dr. Roger, who has never had a job and doesn't do much.
Steve.
Hey Joe, sorry I couldn't answer there.
Well, that's all right. What's up?
I was wondering about bringing the big truck out, but now Mom tells me that we're not bringing the washer and dryer back yet. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I think the kid's going to take those.
Yeah.
I think if it's like it's going to be coming back with the any trash or food or the mower to come back.
Yeah, I'm going to get some of that stuff loaded up, and I'll bring the van in either tonight or tomorrow night and swap it out with the Camry, and then you'll have it for the weekend.
Okay, well that's fine. That's good.
All right.
Okay. Do you want to get the mower out of there?
Well, I can probably borrow my neighbor's trailer and go get it. I think that'd be the easiest way.
Is that the only thing that you got to bring from out there, though? Are they going to sell? What is the other thing that they had that's a mower deck that your dad bought?
Apparently they want that now.
What is it anyway?
It's in the shed.
I know. What is it?
Oh, it's like a walk-behind brush mower, like 2 foot wide. So it's got like a blade like a brush hog, but it's just...
Oh, yeah. It's a Gravely tractor, it sounds like.
No, it's just a walk-behind. It's a push mower, basically.
Yeah, that's what a Gravely... well, not a Gravely, but my dad had something like that, too, for heavy brush. Yeah, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, apparently they want that. So that's good.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
Well, there's a bunch of trash and recyclables and that food. Apparently Raj didn't do anything after we left.
What's that?
Apparently Raj didn't do anything after we left. So.
Yeah, he never does. I don't know what he does. He just thumbs through stuff and then puts it back. I don't know.
Right, exactly.
Yesterday I just was watching him. He was sorting all the CDs, thumbing through them and flipping them around. And like people do that themselves. You just put them on.
Right.
People, I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
He just sticks up all night. It does nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, what you need?
Well, I'm just going to ask you about the truck, but I don't need it now.
It's in the back of my car. You for like spraying weeds? Do you have any? Okay, yeah. In the back seat of my car, it's not. It should be open. On the floor. Okay, go ahead, Stephen.
Oh yeah, nothing. I
mean, the house that's a total disaster. I mean, all that old stuff. I don't know. I'd be very surprised. I mean, there's some selected things in there, but only if your mom cleaned up and made it look good. But she hurt her back yesterday. She can hardly walk now. So great. They do things so silly. She was walking armfuls of stuff from the basement back upstairs, one box at a time.
Why can't Roger do that? They're thumbing through CDs.
I know. Well, she's already ruined. I mean, she can't hardly move.
Yeah.
And I said, well, why aren't you using a two-wheeler out the back door and around? Oh, we don't do things the way you do. One box at a time, and now she's laid up again. The same thing happened when she was helping her 4 years ago and put her into this
I know. Yeah.
Roger was eating a sandwich that she made. While she was working, he was eating the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Walked by, and
Yeah.
And then we went for dinner, and then we had to bring him back lasagna from Villanova. And he had that later.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't go with us, and wouldn't. I don't know. It's just aggravating to be around him. Not to imagine.
Yeah.
That's me.
I know his MO.
Yeah, we do. Anyway, yeah. Well, do whatever you want. I mean, if you want me to bring the truck out, I could. I'll try maybe tomorrow.
I'm going to see what I can get today with the I can get the recyclables because that's not far away, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get what I can done today, and then I'll either bring the van in tonight or tomorrow evening with with whatever else. So I think I can get the house emptied out except for the mow, and I'll just borrow my neighbor's trailer for that.
Yeah. The trash too.
Yeah, I'll probably just leave the trash in the truck if you can get rid of that.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay.
I
Do
don't
what you want. Let me know anything I can do.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff.